First at 4, an early morning fire takes a heavy toll on a local community. Just take a look at the wreckage of this home. We're live with new information. We're also following a historic confirmation hearing where Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson hopes to become the first black woman on the United States Supreme Court. And here's Andrew.
And Karen, we're still looking at some sunshine, a healthy amount of clouds overhead, but it's gotten milder. We're above 60 degrees right now. We'll talk about where temperatures are headed, but also some showers ahead in your forecast.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, the view from Sky 4 shows us the wreckage of a mobile home after a fire. 4 people are dead in Dryden Township, and that's up in Lapeer County. Let's join Victor Williams, who has been on the scene for a few hours now. Victor, what can you tell us?
Well, Karen, this was a devastating fire that broke out a little bit after 5 a.m. this morning. Take a look at what's left of this mobile home right here as investigators look for a cause. Sadly, 4 people passed away, and we have been told that all of them were family members. A viewer sent us this cell phone video which shows the flames covering the entire property at Victoria Meadow Mobile Home Park here in Dryden Township. State fire investigators have been on scene since the early hours of the morning, hoping to use every resource possible to determine what sparked the flames. Even a K9 unit is out here working on the investigation, and we have been told by multiple neighbors that the 4 people who died inside were all related: an elderly woman, her granddaughter who was taking care of her, and the granddaughter's 2 teens who were also home at the time. Now, some say they recall feeling and hearing what sounded like a small explosion before the fire spread all over the home. We're told it only took 10 minutes for the entire structure to go up in flames.
It was engulfed. It was unreal.
It sounded like a roll of thunder. And my husband said he could feel it in the floor of the house.
Flames were on the wall right there at the back of the door. And there was no way I couldn't have done nothing. I wish I could have.
And Consumers Energy has been right here on the site, also going door to door to make sure that there are no gas leaks in homes nearby. Coming up right at 5 and 6, we'll hear from more from the neighbors nearby. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, thank you, Victor. We do have some breaking news on your Monday afternoon. On this historic day on Capitol Hill, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson just gave her opening statement in the confirmation hearing for the first black woman nominated to the U.S. Supreme Court. President Biden picked Judge Jackson to replace retiring Justice Stephen Breyer. Jackson is a judge on the Federal Appeals Court in Washington, D.C. She told senators she is humbled and honored by this nomination.
During this hearing, I hope that you will see how much I love our country and the Constitution and the rights that make us free. I stand on the shoulders of so many who have come before me, including Judge Constance Baker Motley, who was the first African-American woman to be appointed to the federal bench and with whom I share a birthday.
The first day of direct questioning is tomorrow. She'll face some tough questioning from Republicans, specifically for her record on crime. Jackson could be confirmed without any Republican votes if all 50 Senate Democrats vote yes. We also have some breaking news on some shocking video of a woman getting hit by a car over on Detroit's east side. That woman, named Tiffany Watson, has died. It happened last night, and we did just hear from police. Cell phone video shows a car doing donuts over on Manning Street. Police say the woman was able to get her child out of the way before she was hit. Today, Detroit police tell us the incident appears to be intentional. Investigators have learned that 2 groups of people had gathered in the area to try to resolve a fight of some kind. Detroit Police Chief James White says they're searching for a suspect.
We are looking for an unknown female. We'll be providing you with who we believe our suspect is, and we're asking for the community's help in identifying where she might be at this time. We ask that she turns herself in. We are dedicating all of our resources at this time to try to apprehend her quickly.
The chief says they're looking for a woman who is driving a gray or silver 2020 Nissan Murano. The license plate is FBY 246, FBY 246. Local faith leaders gather at the Spirit of Detroit to highlight water insecurity. The group called on elected leaders to adopt income-based water bills and use American Rescue Plan Act funds to keep water affordable for low-income households. They say that every day people are denied water because the bills are just too expensive.
We have to ensure that every person in the state of Michigan has safe, clean, affordable drinking water that they need for their daily use, and that no one should ever be disconnected from something that is vital for life.
Today's event comes one day before World Water Day, which celebrates water and raises awareness of the 2 billion people living without access to safe water. The state of Michigan just released the latest COVID numbers. They seem to be holding steady. More than 1,400 new cases were recorded over the past 3 days. That's a daily average of about 474, which is much lower than Friday's report, but numbers tend to be lower after the weekend. 7-day positivity rate still 3.5%, near its lowest level since July. In your first forecast, definitely feels like spring today. Meteorologist Andrew Humphrey standing by with a look at some really comfortable temperatures. Nothing to complain about today.
That's right, Karen. It looks gorgeous out there, even with some of those clouds overhead. Lots of sunshine, still making it down to earth to boost our temperatures to 60 degrees or more. It's 60 over at City Airport, same thing in Ann Arbor. 62 right now over in Romulus, over at Metro Airport. 64, that's one of the higher temperatures in Adrian. Now, it is a bit chillier farther north, including 40s up here in the Thumb. Always got you covered up here in Sandusky. There, you may need a jacket to make it through the afternoon and stay warm and comfortable. But we have dry conditions also, mostly cloudy skies, 62 at Metro Airport with a wind at around 10 miles per hour. Now, it's Severe Weather Awareness Week. We'll be talking about things like this: severe thunderstorms, information about lightning, and ways to stay safe. That's coming up later in this broadcast and throughout the entire broadcasts that go through this afternoon and later on tonight. And in fact, all week. More on your forecast for tonight and the week ahead in minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. Ukraine refusing to surrender a key city to Vladimir Putin, while Russian forces seem to be targeting civilians to break the country's spirit. Russia demanded the surrender of Mariupol, but Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky refused. This drone video showing the price the city is paying. Moscow was promising to allow civilians to leave, but it also blasted an art school that was a shelter for about 400 people. So far, the number of casualties is not clear. Russia is also still targeting the capital of Kyiv. A shopping mall and several homes were destroyed by Russian shelling on Sunday. The force of that explosion shattered every window in a neighboring high-rise. This is the 26th day of the invasion. So far, Russia has failed to seize a single major city in Ukraine. Peace talks continue via a video conference, but without much progress. President Zelensky says he is prepared to meet Putin in person, but Moscow says there should be more progress before that happens. A massive rescue effort is underway right now in China after a Boeing 737 crashed with 132 people on board. The jet went down in a mountainous region in southern China, setting off a forest fire that was visible from space. This appears to be China's worst air disaster in nearly 10 years. About 600 rescue workers were sent to the accident, but there's been no word of survivors. The airline, China Eastern, says the cause of the accident will be fully investigated. A local school district is hoping a new program will boost the number of students headed to college. Today, we're talking about the Wayne Westland District. It just won approval for a program that can save students and their families 2 years of college tuition and fees. Paula Tutman shows us how it works and the high hopes it brings.
Long story short, this is going to save students and their parents a whole lot of money because it's going to catapult students into their adult lives really only a year after graduating high school.
The Wayne Westland School District will have 1,800 graduating seniors this year. Less than half of them will be post-secondary education or college bound. But that will change drastically. Thursday afternoon, the state approved the district for a middle college program.
It makes sure that they have access to complete the associate's degree at no cost to families.
This is different than AP classes.
AP requires students to complete coursework, but then take high-stakes tests that decide and determine whether or not they are even eligible to apply for credit, and then their college has to decide whether or not they're going to take that credit.
Students accepted to middle college essentially earn actual transferable college credits while simultaneously finishing their high school degree. They walk across the stage with their classmates at graduation time, but will remain in the middle college program for one more additional year as college sophomores. When they complete their middle college classwork, they will have an associate's degree. But if they choose to go on to a college or university for a bachelor's, they enter that institution as a junior because the credits are transferable.
Middle college actually changes the entire high school experience. Students can enter anywhere between 9th and 11th grade. The courses that they take will dual count for both high school and college.
So right now, about 46% of students in the Wayne Westland district go on to a post-secondary education. But with this middle college, the district believes that number will jump to 60% of students by the year 2025. And if students decide to go on to a bachelor's program, this essentially saves students and their parents 2 years of fees and tuition costs for college. Paula Tutman, Local 4.
That is really a huge savings. Thank you, Paula. Students can begin applying for middle college this fall.